I give my riveting review of a few movies last night. We watched Men, and we watched and hey, you see some clips I upload. Boy, was that a trip. The end is a real freak show. I see a real freak show at the end. You watch that. I was screaming though. It was excited me, and I liked some parts too. I liked I like when I think creepy things are happening and the guy comes over. So what's wrong, miss? I mean, I liked a lot of stuff. I liked her walking through the woods and having her moment in nature. And I liked I liked a lot of stuff. I like I was everything was right. It was making me scream. It was scary. Everybody running. Everybody running after you. Scary. And I like when the one guy comes over, he's like, what's wrong? And he's looking around. I don't know why, I was like, I like that moment. It's like, oh, I like him. Just go with him. I like the little gestures of the priest. But then he gets too weird. But, I mean, I don't like him, but I like the gestures of him. I like when he, my favorite thing is when he's talking to her out on the bench, and I like that shot where you're like, you're such a ugly pig. And then and his hands on the bench, and he's the divots in the bench. It's on a wooden bench, and it has the slats in the, the wooden slats. So, and then she gets up to walk away, and he's all creepy and like lusty, and has his hand like this, and he's like, on the wood, and then the wood slat right there. He dips his finger in this one slat, like. I'm like, whoa, oh, it's sexy. It's how suggestive. Whoa, I like that part. Then we watched so then it's a real freak show. And then I don't even know what I was looking at the end. But it was very thought provoking. Both movies very thought provoking. I saw. I then just made me think of a lot of things like what's going on. Well, is this her perception of all men now since what happened to her? Is it kind of really the way it is? Is it just like the cycle of just life? Are they all her? Because a lot of them were that guy's like face was. A lot of them were starting to look like her. It was just like, I guess it's just like the world. I don't know, just the cycle of life. I don't know, or maybe it's just all her trauma. And now she's gonna keep seeing these qualities, and since she had a bad time with a guy, she's gonna these qualities. She's gonna see them in every guy she meets. Is that it's just, or maybe this is just the way. The bad qualities of humanity for real. I mean, I guess it's all true a little bit. So it's interesting. It was funny. It made me scream. I liked some scenes were pretty. I like a tight location. I like just like a simple house with scary things happening to you in it. With not something's not all over the place is what I prefer. Just like it's a lot of people and action, and locations. That's harder for me to follow. I like is just her and this property or in this little quiet town. I love that vibe. I really like that. Her in the forest and then just in the house all empty. Just spooky things happen in the pub that's quiet. I like that. So it's really out there though. But I like that. I'm like, I kind of want to continue this vibe. It got me, is sometimes you want to get away from a vibe, but I was still in the vibe. And then we watched the movie. And I'm like, I kind of wanted to watch something else like this, and this was interesting. I was like, he was flipping around, and Tom Cruise came on the screen, and I'm like, uh, I'd like to watch something intimate with Tom Cruise. I like looking at him. I said I'd like to see him like in a cabin, and something involved a cabin and a lake, or something, and maybe like because I was seeing I was reading different things, I was flipping through Amazon, the different Prime, different movies, and there's a movie called Crawl Space, and it's a guy that's up in a crawl space, like in a plumber witnesses a murder, and he's hanging out in the crawl space of the house. I I don't know in the I don't know what that means. What in like the air ducts or something? I don't really know what that means even. But I like the way that sounds. But the quality of the movie, the vibe of the movie didn't have the palette I wanted, didn't have the vibe I wanted. I'm like, this isn't the vibe I want. I gotta get shut the door. But I'm like, I want to see. Hi, honey. Now it stopped. Cold. Ugh. Then now I'm saying like I'd like to see Tom Cruise in something that I wish he was. I wish it was had cool tones, tight. It was tight, had tight frames, like someone's in your face, like breathy, intimate, in a cabin. I'd like to see that. That's the mood I was in, and so couldn't find that though. And I was thinking, I was like, it would be cool. Then I'm like, imagining Tom Cruise really was in a movie like that. And I'm like, well, what would be going on? Would he be hiding? He'd be hiding from men in the crawl space? That doesn't sound like that interesting. Kind of sounds wimpy, or I mean, it sounds cool. That could be cool too. Maybe it's just they're really armed and it's just screwed up in there or something. Like maybe he does just have to try to get out while there's lots of scary threats in the house or people. He has to escape in a clever way. But then I'm like, wouldn't it be interesting? What else could you do other than running? Other than that, though, I'm like, it'd be cool if it's like an escape room house. Like this is so weird. It's like, what if it was like an escape room, and he got trapped in it, like a escape room house, and he tries to escape that house. Like something went wrong, and he's trapped in there, something like that, and I thought that'd be a cool movie to watch. So I'm imagining Tom Cruise in this movie that I'm making up, inspired by other things that were inspiring me. And then we go back. I go to my watch list and I see that movie Inside with William Dafoe, and and I thought it was gonna be about a movie that like has a heist. I don't know, like robs art gallery or a bank or something, and then he can't leave his apartment because they're gonna know they're gonna know it's him or something, like he's on the run, like or maybe they lock, I don't know. I just thought it was him hiding out, and it was gonna be about him hiding out in his apartment because his identity was revealed or something. I don't know. And he says laying low. That's what I thought it was gonna be about. But I like movies where people are stuck in their apartment. Like I just said, I like movies where people are alone in their house. And then, but that was what the movie was exactly. It basically, and it's like it was him robbing someone's house, and then he gets locked in his house. Gets locked in this house, and it's a penthouse apartment, and it's like an escape room. Oh, like it keeps doing all these weird things. No one will come and help him. The alarms go off, but the police never come. Uh, the door is super thick. Like he can't get out of this place, and it has all these things that like screw you up. Like the temperature keeps rising and falling, like to 100 degrees, to like below 50, and it's just almost set up like an escape room. Like, and he can't get out, and he has to go through all these different shifts, and the person was growing a few trees in their house, in their apartment. So like there's some dirt and some trees in it, and the water sprinklers come on at a certain time, like in the week, and he is able to get water from the sprinkler systems. He runs out of water. The sinks don't have any running water or anything. The toilets don't flush, so he can't get any fresh water. There's a pool there, but it's full of salt water. Um, so he has to and he gathers water from the sprinklers, and then he's starting to feel good. Like he's starting to get his survival down. He starts making like a ladder and building a little furniture mountain to the skylight, trying to whittle his way out. Just almost like that that movie I saw where the ladies in the. It's almost like the same movie as the one in the crate in the ocean. I guess it was like this again, but it was in, and he's trying to get out that way. So I guess I'm telling you the whole movie again. Nobody's gonna watch me. Anyway, I won't tell you anything else. He starts going crazy and he's entertaining himself, and he just says some interesting speeches and starts doing weird art. And he's watching the people on the on the security camera. On the security cameras, it's a very high tech place, and his only TV is all the security camera flipping through the hotel, and he starts to get to know all the people in the hotel, and that's his TV, and he's looking at he's watching this girl, this pretty maid that comes up, and like she'll vacuum outside the door, and he's screaming her name. He's screaming at her, trying to get her to notice him. And then And he could see her riding the elevator down and sitting on the stairs and all these cute things. And she's all, I'm like, I was laughing, I'm like, that's Marco, that's Markiplier. That's like me in the apartment watching him on on the screen. Like he's looking watching this girl. Then there's a guy walking up to her on the thing, and then he's going, "Oh, who's this? Oh, who's this now, huh? Who's this? Oh, funny guy, huh? Funny guy, huh?" And like he's just falling in love with her. On the screen, he can't get to her. She can't hear him, and that was making me laugh. Uh, then I thought I started looking. I thought, this is kind of interesting. First, I thought maybe he must have designed this place, and maybe he's trying to escape it. Like he's like a rich man, and like, cause why is no security coming up? Like, well, either he must be maybe he's a rich man that designed his own escape room. He's like, don't come for me. I want to try to get out of here. I want to try to do it myself or something, or or the person or the people already knew that bad people might come there, and that was his little punishment. Or I'm like, what? This kind of like a commentate. Then I was kind of looking at it like, oh, he's looking like he's prepping himself for the outside world. So remember I was talking about Tent Town. I'm like, I don't even know if I could handle it. I gotta feel it firsthand. Like, oh, it's like he's prepping himself for that. It's like it's feeling the temperature changes. It's going like 100 degrees. It's going or 40 degrees. It's like, oh, he's training him. That's not what's happening in the movie, but it reminded me of what I said about what I said, saying I wanted, like, is this a stupid idea, or, I guess you might as well just make a building. Whatever, no, it's supposed to be about you bringing, it doesn't have to be all year long. It could be a seasonal place. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. It's still good. I keep trying to think, oh, it's dumb or not. The point is not to be in the walls. You want to be one with nature and each other. You just build a big building. It's gonna be the same thing as always. There'll be a big hub, okay? Big building. What if it gets too cold and people come in there? You don't always have to be outside. Anyway, always like it's like temperature training. Then I'm like, oh, this is just makes me this is he's almost just like a homeless person. It's like acting like it's the outside is inside, like he's like he can't make any headway, and he's kind of like not seen, and look at the temperatures falling and rising, and he has to deal with that, and then he's trying to figure out what to eat. He steals some things from the cupboards and he starts running out. So he's trying to get creative. Some of it's disgusting, and he starts eating the fish from the fish tank. Well, this is just like, and nobody's acknowledging him. I don't know, like this could just be a life of somebody who's homeless, too. That was sad. And then at the end, oh, you gotta see it if you want to see the end again. There's my only part I leave for you. I don't. You tell me what you think, Hap. Anyway. Oh, and then he's going. I don't know. He has some interesting little bits in it. So it's very interesting. Is that it? It's kind of grim at the end. It's it was getting kind of grim. I thought it was just gonna be William Dafoe being weird in a regular apartment. But isn't that weird? I got what I was exactly what I was in the mood for. To see a man in like an escape room. That was exactly I was just and there it was. There it was. I wanted to be more happy and exciting than that. Though it was a little grim. We didn't give us that detail. All right. Well, thanks. It was interesting. All right. That's all for now.